was 18 years old at the time of this incident. I slept in the basement of our house, which we'd been told multiple times after we lived there that an elderly lady fell and passed right in front of the basement closet. We never thought much about it since it was what we could afford at the time. Everyone has always felt uneasy going downstairs. Of course, we had a big family and rooms were limited, so I had no choice but to occupy the basement. There has always been a dark brown, large stain on the carpet in front of my closet. Obviously, looks like it has been cleaned before, but probably not good enough. We've never cared for it, but on the back of my mind, I've always thought, maybe it was the blood from the old lady everyone keeps talking about. I've always brushed it off because I was excited having my own room for the first time of my life. Fast forward to 1 year later. One night, I got home for work at about 2:30, showered and went straight to bed. I was tossing and turning but couldn't sleep at all, even though I was exhausted from my 10-hour shift. I heard something fall in the closet, which was closed. I have a ton of stuff, so I just assumed my stuff must have fallen from the shelf considering it wasn't that loud. I closed my eyes, hoping I would sleep, but suddenly I heard my closet door open real slowly. I looked over and it was indeed opened. What? I know I definitely closed it before I laid in bed, I thought to myself. That's when I realized I was in a state of sleep paralysis. I couldn't move at all except for my eyes. I knew that I definitely didn't fall asleep. I kept my eyes on the closet door as there was some moonlight shining through my window. That's when I noticed a dark, skinny, tall, and long-haired figure peeking out of my closet as if checking to see if I noticed it. At this point, I was freaking out. I could hear my heart beat as loud as a drum. That figure completely came out from the closet and very slowly, floating off the ground, coming towards me. I couldn't make out how she looked, but she was definitely really skinny with long hair. She eventually stopped right next to my bed and hovered over me. Her face was probably an inch away from mine, but I still couldn't see her face. Her whole body looked just like a pitch black shadow. She stared at me for what felt like an eternity, then stood straight up and slowly started to glide towards the foot of my bed. I slept on a queen-size bed at the time. She slowly got my bed and slept right next to me. She sat up after laying there for probably 30 seconds. I saw how she actually looked like. She was very pale, almost a light gray color, and very skinny to the point where I only saw skin and bone. Her hair was indeed very long and straight, but it looked wet. She was in a black but dirty nightgown and never once turned to look at me. She just sat there and looked at the foot of my bed. I never thought this night would end, but being so scared, I must have passed out. I woke up the next morning from the sun shining into my eyes and remembered what happened during the night. I thought to myself it wasn't real, right? I glanced over at my closet and saw my closet door was really opened, which confirmed what had happened last night was real. I ran upstairs to my family and never spoke of it to them. Till this day. I never sleep with the closet door open, even though I don't live there anymore. Well, that is a very intriguing story.